Hi, this is Chris the Credit Guy. Thanks again for watching my video. This is part of a free online credit restoration video series that I have on my website. You can, if you're watching this on the internet, you can get the complete video series at christhecreditguy.com. And as always, I'm available for private consultations, credit consultations, and we can arrange that via email. My email is info@christhecreditguy.com. So this is a video titled Choosing Your Dispute Reasons, and it's really about those accounts that we labeled that just have late payments. So this is the start of where we go through. You've already gotten your credit report. Again, hopefully you've gotten it through one of my affiliates. We've talked about that in the previous videos. We've already gone through and labeled all your accounts as to what they are, whether they have late payments or collections or charge-offs or a public record or what have you. So now I've got a series of videos that are going to pertain to each different category. So this one is for those accounts that you labeled that just have late payments. Now, believe it or not, late payments seem like the most harmless of all the things that could go wrong on your credit, but for some reason they're the most difficult for us to go after in an effort to remove, because there's so much degree of variation between the damage that an account that only has late payments is causing you. And what I mean to say is, if you've got a late payment from last month, that's very damaging to your credit report. You may be losing 100, maybe 150 points because of that. But a late payment from 2 years ago may not be that damaging, if at all. So those accounts that you have that just have late payments on them, we've got to use a bit of judgment as to how we go about challenging them at the credit bureau. And another thing to think of is that when you've got an account that may only have late payments and they may be from 2 or more years ago, you may not want to do anything with them. Because, again, part of your credit score is determined by your other qualities, like your length of credit history, your debt ratio. So be careful with accounts that only have late payments, because by disputing them, you may actually get them the entire account removed from your credit report, which would actually bring your score down. So hopefully you've got other accounts that are good on your credit report, and so by going after some of these accounts with just late payments, we're not going to be doing any more harm than good. But let's dive into the strategies for those accounts with just late payments. I kind of separate them out. If you've got an account that just is late all the time, you just can't seem to ever pay it on time, hopefully you've gotten on track now, because obviously if we're going after your credit in an effort to fix it, hopefully next month you're not going to be late, because if you are, we're just kind of wasting our time. But let's say up until now you've had an account that's just, you've always been late on it. The best strategy there is just to go after that account and say that it's not your account. Because by removing 1 or 2 of those late payments, you're not going to get any improvement. So again, the best strategy, just say that the account is not mine. So just go on that account and right next to it where you wrote late and circled it, just write not mine. The other ones, let's say for example you have, in the last year you did make 1 late payment. In that case, I would probably dispute that as I was just not late in that particular month and year. So, if you were late in, February of 2008, and that's pretty much the only late payment that you have on that account, the dispute reason for that, I would go after that as I was not late in February of 2008. Again, we're not trying to be, we're not trying to write a story here. We're just trying to simply ask the credit bureaus to verify that what is in your file is completely accurate and completely verifiable. So that's the strategy there, is go after that late payment. The other strategy that we could use is if you've got a few lates here and there. One strategy I've used is to just say, just to have the dispute reason, I was never late on this account. Or, if you only have ever been 30 days late on the account, you could say something like, I was never 30 days late on this account. So again, we want to keep these dispute reasons very simple. Again, there's not anyone really looking at these, so there's no point writing 4 or 5 sentences here, or writing a book describing how you were never late, because they're essentially just gonna key in their a little keystroke. So and so says they were not late. So keep it simple. Again, that's the strategy for disputing an account that you just have late payments on, and we'll go through the rest of the accounts on the next couple videos. Again, this is Chris the Credit Guy. You can get the complete online, my complete online credit restoration video series at christhecreditguy.com, or email me info@christhecreditguy.com if you'd like me to look at your credit and give you a consultation. So thanks for watching.